Why is Sim Update 3 Beta taking so long to release to the public? Are the Sims performance issues still plaguing the developers? We'll cover this, including all of this week's previews, announcements, and release news. So let's jump into the video. Before we jump into this week's previews and announcements, here's a quick message from this week's video sponsor. Thank you to Simbit World Pilots Life Chapter 2 for sponsoring this video. A Pilot's Life Chapter 2 simulates the career of a commercial airline pilot by generating your schedules, tracking your scores for your flights, and rewarding weekly according to your contract type and much more. Pilot's Life provides a reason to fly in the sim from A to B while improving your skills as an airliner pilot, and depending on how good your scores are, you can progress throughout your airliner career to higher tier airliners and purchase more aircraft license. With over 575 airliners and over 280,000 real up-to-date routes, each flight and contract will have you experience the virtual airliner career globally, living a pilot's life. A pilot's life will work across all types of flight sim platforms, including a Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, P3D, and even FSX. Links in the description where you can pick up your copy of Pilot's Life, and we thank them for sponsoring this video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, Coronado have teased their latest release, which appears to be the Baron Bravo 55. The team showcased the B-55 in a one and only screenshot over on their socials this week as a coming soon. From previous Coronado releases, generally when the team releases a aircraft teaser like this one, we'll see it released within 2 weeks, and we're expecting it to release to be no different than the others, and expect this to be exclusively released on the in-sim marketplace. We have seen Coronado really step up their releases in the past month, just like they used to do back in the P3D days, with such releases as the CT210 November and the Bonanza 3 Alpha in recent months, and of course we will keep you posted on this up and coming release. Jumping over to some hardware news, Mini Cockpit shared some up and coming details about its next release, which is the Mini Overhead Panel. The team have already released the Mini FCU and the Mini EFIS, and this will be their third installment of their product suite. The Mini Overhead is a small footprint replica of the overhead panel for the Airbus A320, which features switches, buttons, and controls that are mostly common used in operating the cockpit overhead. And the team behind developing the Mini Cockpit suite is a bunch of A320 pilots. The team also mentions that the panel will feature high resolution and injected molding switches, rotary knobs to replicate the feel of the real aircraft controls, and it is a perfect companion of their Mini FCU, and the unit will ship with a free mounting frame which enables simmers to mount the overhead panel alongside their Mini FCU. Expected to release sometime in September 2025, and the expected price is around $189 USD. In some more hardware news, SimFlight Services have started its pre-order for its latest hardware release, which is the Rot Air devices. These dual rotary modules have been inspired by the Garmin G1000s, and which include 2 modules with 8 dual shaft rotary encoders, able to switch between a PFP and MFD displays featuring glass cockpit and analog modes. There is also a backlighting and many versatile mounting options to other hardware controls such as Honeycomb, Virtual Fly, Logitech, and many screen side mounting options. The Rot Air device is made of high-end materials and is compatible with X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and 2020, P3D, and any other platform that supports USB joystick devices. I haven't confirmed yet whether that means it will be available on Xbox, but we will sure keep an eye on this one. The Rot Air devices have gone on a pre-sale with a discount if you want to jump in and order one before they ship. We are expecting the shipping to start on the 15th of August. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check them out. Taxiing over to this week's release news, Impulse Simulations, an Aussie developer, has released their next airport release. This time it is Port Lincoln Airport. Impulse has mentioned every element of the airport has been handcrafted to deliver the most authentic experience possible in the simulator to represent the airport. The airport itself has been in the past one of the busiest airports in the state of South Australia, and it serves as a gateway to the Eyre Peninsula. Regular airliners that you'll find flying in and out of Port Lincoln is Rex Airlines and also QantasLink, as well as many other GA and private operations. Features included with the release is accurate terminal model, realistic ground textures, accurate layer of the airport as of 2024, 1,000 plus hand-placed objects, custom animations, over 200 plus custom model assets, improve terrain and vegetation, optimized for performance on PC and Xbox platform. So I would expect to see the airport coming to Xbox in the future, and you can pick up your copy of Impulse Simulations Port Lincoln directly from their store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Commercial Simulation System, also known as CSS, has announced that their Boeing 737-500 Classic is now available for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. In the latest release of the 737-500 includes an experimental version of the Boeing that will enable it to work with the 2024 sim, as well as including new updates to the aircraft visual and system enhancements. Simmers can now choose between the eyebrow window and also winglets for the Boeing. They did mention that the winglets are only cosmetic at the moment, and they haven't updated the flight mechanics to represent them. Updated to the cockpit lighting and a complete rewrite of the exterior lights. Updates also include for a bunch of known bugs. There is more updates to come when it comes to this project, including improvements to the sound environments and other classic variants. The CCS Boeing 737 has had some sort of mixed release, and many simmers have said that it wasn't ready for the prime time, and also it's different type of subscription-based way of purchasing it. At the moment, you can purchase the Commercial Simulation Systems Boeing 737-500 from their website, and now it is available to grab a key license from the Sim Market store. This will enable the 737-500 to a broader audience. I'll leave the Market store link in the description below. Moving over to this week's Sim Update news, the Microsoft team this week has released Sim Update 6 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. However, Sim Update 3 for 2024 is still shelved at this point from a public release, with more beta updates to be tested. One of the biggest issues plaguing this next-gen sim is performance. Simmers with a 16GB GPU or lower cards are incurring crashes to desktops and major stutters during their simming within the new flight sim. When asked about this on the last development live stream, the team seemed to really have no answer and mentioned this is how the sim operates. That being said, they will continue to work on fine-tuning the performance and improvements. Sim Update 3 is at least 4 weeks past its original expected release date to the public version of the update, and the team were again aiming for another possible release on the 8th of August, and again electing to release another beta update for testing. This week's version is now 1.5.23.0. Yes, that is correct. This is the 23rd version of Sim Update 3, and the major focus of this version is stability and performance, and pretty much the only improvement of this update, which they focused on performance during fast camera movements at or during a airport session. Many simmers have experienced this with massive frame drops and stutters at airports. The Microsoft team mentions a full clean installation is best applied for the update to help support the performance investigation efforts after you've installed version 1.5.23.0. From the sounds of it, Sim Update 3 is feature complete or bug free, except for the sim's tragic performance, which is certainly holding up its release. And since we are seeing long waits between sim updates, the team is certainly want to get this right before they go and look at Sim Update 4. Will version 1.5.23.0 be the ultimate fix to the Sim's plague performance? According to simmers who've been using this past update over on the Sims beta, have seen some improvements into the stutters and stability, and they're usually pretty optimistic on where the Sim Update 3 beta is at. After 23 sim updates to Sim Update 3, I have stopped trying to predict when we'll see the official release. However, I do hope simmers won't have to wait too much longer. The delay with Sim Update 3 shouldn't impact any of the development when it comes to Sim Update 4, as I wouldn't expect the 300 plus development team over at Sobo just to be working on the last parts of Sim Update 3. They'll be heavily developing Sim Update 4, so hopefully we won't see as long a beta cycle when it comes to that update. If you have been using the latest Sim Update 3 beta, I would love to hear your comments below. If you've seen any improvements with the beta on stutters and stability, let us know what your experience is. Please share. Moving over to this week's InSim Marketplace releases, we have seen 48 new products released, 24 of these available for PC and 24 of these available for Xbox, so really only 24 releases this week. If you are a simmer who loves spending their hard-earned cash on junkware and spamware, you'll be very happy with this week's releases on the InSim Marketplace. We have seen 7 new aircraft which have been released by Captain Sims, MS Sceneries, and Demons. If you are a regular viewer of these weekly news update videos on the channel, you'll know about my views when it comes to junkware and spamware in the InSim Marketplace. I'm not even going to mention what aircraft it is. Please do your own research before you buy. That way you won't feel like you're putting your hard-earned cash in a blender and pressing the blend button. Other releases of the week is made up of 4 livery packs, 4 night lighting packs, and 9 airports. If you enjoyed the content we share on this video today, please help us get to 100,000 subscribers and hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more flight simming content from us coming your way. Happy simming, everybody.